With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Fields this way up at the 17. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And right away, he lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, they go screen. This is Ingram. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Complete to
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
That's good.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
Second and 11 now. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Ball carrier.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Prescott from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
The 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers put up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Throwing on 2nd down, Prescott. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
That's good.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. An option run with Ingram. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Mark Ingram, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Nothing.
Jackson from the shotgun. And his pass incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And it's 3rd down.
He certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Brought down.
The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Gain of 21 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Prescott on 1st down. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24 yards.
That certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. To the air again, Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 12. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Complete to Mark Andrews.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 44, Jackson escaping the pressure, looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Complete.
Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The kick is good.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver, go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Good.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. down to the 25. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
3rd and 14.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Mark Ingram.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning of that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 31, Jackson caught by Snead over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Play action. Now Jackson out to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Ingram. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Elliott. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 18. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
On 1st down, it's Elliott, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 7 at the 15-yard line.
4 receivers now in the formation, 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Prescott forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
2 yards.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. And
for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
First down, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Not much there, only a yard. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And it's third down.
Here's Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Prescott to the rookie Lamb. First down, Cowboys.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
He's brought down at
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And a Cowboy first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
The 34-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Prescott from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
3rd and long for Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt.
52-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10.
17.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you to the end zone, get you 6?
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
And 6.
Operating from the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sean Lee able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man. On
the option, it goes to Ingram. tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Ingram again. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 27. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on third and a yard.
5-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On third down, Jackson steps away to his left. And he's got Snead. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Ravens 24, Cowboys 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the